y'all? My name is Kori and welcome back to another video. And in today's video, I'm gonna change it up a little bit. We're gonna change it up. So today we're gonna be doing a what's on my iPhone. So sit back and let me put y'all on real quick. Let me put you hip to the apps that you are missing out on, okay? How you can have your life in order, your time management in check, your productivity at an all-time high. This right here is an iPhone 13. It is in the color black and it has a black Apple case on it, which I bought separately. Here's my lock screen. It's just a picture of me, my sisters, and my dad. Let's open this bad boy up. Let's open it up. Okay, let me move to the side so I can put up a nice little pretty picture of my phone right here. All right, so here y'all see my home screen. At the top of my home screen, I have my verse of the day. If the word ain't at the top of the screen when I open my phone, I don't want it. Get it out of here. Get it out. Today's verse of the day happens to be 1 Peter 3:13. Yes, I do have my Bible version on easy to read. I'm not ashamed. Argue with your mama, kiki with your mama. That's just what makes interpreting the Bible easiest for me. Right below that, I can see my Google Calendar, which basically gives me all of my events that I have. Right then and there, I can see what my day is going to entail, what I have to prepare for. As you can see, Saturday, I don't have anything to do, but if I click on this, it basically goes into my calendar. Now, this is not nearly as fleshed out as my work calendar is. This definitely helps me keep track of some of the appointments and just some of the events that I have coming up that I need to keep track of. So next I just have my weather widget. I put it on there so I can have quick access to the weather, just so as soon as I wake up, as soon as I open my phone, I'm seeing my scripture, I'm seeing what I gotta do, and I'm also seeing how I gotta dress, assuming I go out the house that day because I work from home. Below my calendar widget, I have my fitness widget, which basically just keeps track of my activity for the day. Without looking at my watch all the time, I like to see where I'm at as far as my activity. So basically it just reports out my stats from my Apple Watch to my phone. So it's just good to have that at the front of my phone just so I can always see it without having to look at my watch. And then we got the FaceTime app, got the messages, we got the photos and the calendar. I don't necessarily use this calendar. It's pretty empty because, as y'all know, I use the Google Calendar widget. And this first page is basically just the apps that I use all the time. I'm always referring to these apps, which is why they're on my very first page. And then down below, I have my Bible app, and then I have my phone app. And then I don't use Safari, I use Google Chrome. I personally prefer Google Chrome. If you don't, hey, I ain't got nothing against you. And then I have my iTunes, or no, but this is not iTunes, this is Apple Music. I'm sorry, this is Apple Music. I don't have many playlists, but these are the playlists that I do have. And then on the next page, I have a whole bunch of folders. I just like to organize my apps according to like what categories they belong in. I don't like to have apps scattered everywhere. So I put all of my apps in these folders and it makes my life a lot easier. So in the first two rows, those are just like standard apps. I don't really use them all that much. Voice memo I might use from time to time. Files I use quite a bit because I typically like to keep documents on hand in here. Right now it's a lot of workout guides in there. That's typically what I'm opening up on my phone at the gym. I don't really use it for anything else. If I have an important file, that will go in here. Only things that I need to have at the tip of my fingers. So next we got the App Store. Y'all already know what that does. And then we got the Notes app. I keep literally every thought that comes into my brain on this note app. The main note that I had open was basically just my workout note. I was just trying to track my weight. But if I took y'all into all of my notes, yeah, we're not gonna go into all those. Then I have reminders. I really don't use this app too much because I use Notion. Find My, I primarily use it for friends and family, for safety reasons, just things of that nature. Settings app, got my clock with my one alarm. I have an Alexa that I use for my daily alarm, so I don't need to set one up here on my phone. And then we have my mail app. This is like a junk email with no really important emails that come here. And then I've got the old camera, you know, ain't nothing much going on. Right, that's enough of that. Now we're gonna move into the social media folder. Top one is LinkedIn. I use this a lot to kind of keep in touch with a lot of professionals that I've connected with over the years. And then I've got my YouTube app. Then I've got my Google Photos, and I get free unlimited Google storage through my university email. That's where I store all of my images, because who's paying monthly for that iCloud storage? Not I. Then I've got my main email, business Gmail, as well as my professional Gmail in this here Gmail app. Then here is my Google Calendar, as I've shown y'all a little bit earlier, where I just keep all my daily events. And then we've got my Instagram app. Ain't much to it. Pinterest. I really do not go on Pinterest that much, only when I need like apartment decor inspiration, and that's pretty much what you can see on here. Used to group me in college, but don't really use it anymore. A few of my groups from work use it, so I still kind of keep it on my phone just to have it, but never check that. TikTok, basically all the content that I see on my TikTok is gym content, because that's all I'll be engaging with, that's all I'll be liking. And then on the next page of my social media app, all by its lonesome, is my YouTube studio, and that basically just holds like all my analytics. It gives a great gauge of how my videos are doing. Next is my shopping folder. You gotta keep Nike at the front. I'll go in here just a little bit to show y'all. Now there is a little bit of a discount, but we're not gonna go into that. Just show y'all how the app looks. Just a rundown. Yeah, keep this app on lock. Next is sneakers. That's another app I keep on lock. I just basically use this app as a gauge to see what upcoming releases are near. So as you can see, really none that I'm interested in, so no need for that. We're gonna close that right back up. And then I've got my Amazon app. I'm actually waiting for this here mirror to come in the mail. I'm not sure where it's at, but USPS, if you're seeing this, please bring me my mirror. Next is StockX. I like to see resale prices when I'm looking at sneakers to purchase. My faithful Target app. I literally use this all the time to do pickup orders. I drive up because I do not want to go in Target and get sucked into all the goodness that is in Target. So I am big on drive up. And then they have down here like where you can just rebuy things that you've bought before. I feel like that's so dope. You just can put it in the bag and just drive up and get it. And then I've got my Kroger app. I'm not sure why I have that, because we have Fred Meyer out here. We don't have Kroger. Right after that, we have Fred Meyer. I use this to order groceries, or again, do the drive up grocery run. Same with Safeway. Etsy. I got a lot of my house decor from Etsy because they make a lot of personalized stuff. And then I got American Eagle app. I can't tell you when the last time I used this app was. I can't tell you. I used to buy from American Eagle app, but I can't pay these prices. If the jeans ain't on clearance, Okay, next is Depop. I use that for a few pieces, and once I got those pieces that I wanted, I really don't use it anymore. And then I've got Instacart. I've used that maybe about one time. I didn't feel like going to the store one day, so I just Instacarted, and all the stuff that they brought to my apartment was like nearly expired, so we're not gonna use that no more. So up here I have my finance folder. I have my Chase app, that's my main bank. I have 2 cards with that bank, and then I have my Venmo. You gotta have Venmo on lock because everybody use Venmo if they don't use Zelle. I forgot what this shop app is for. I'm not quite sure why I have that on there. Cash App, Experian to check my credit score. Gotta keep track of that. We gotta make sure that that only goes up. And then I've got my Klarna, because you know, once in a while I like to be a little bougie, buy something and then pay it in 4 payments. I don't like to do it often, but when I feel like I don't want to pay all this today, then I use Klarna. Stride is an app that I used to use when I did DoorDash. It keeps track of all the mileage that I've driven during my trips, and when tax season comes, it makes it a lot easier to account for however many miles you've driven on DoorDash. And I have stocks because I do invest in stocks these days. Not too many, but I'm learning. I've got my wallet there because I just keep that thing on me. It just has all my cards on my phone, and then my American Express bank account. I have a credit card through them, so I just keep track of all my payments and my balances on that app. In my productivity folder, y'all know I have to have Notion. That's number 1 on my list. That's where I just keep all my daily to-do list. This was actually my to-do list for today. I completed that workout, so we're gonna go ahead and change that to done. We're recording that video right now, so we're going to change that to doing. You see how it organizes things according to what you're doing, what you've done. It just keeps everything organized. And yes, I have to call Cold Stone about reversing a charge for ice cream, because a month ago I bought ice cream and they charged me $12 for a $5 ice cream. So I'm gonna call them today. I'm on their heads. But yeah, this is just basically what I have to do today. And then I have my other list. I have my YouTube planning list, and I have like those random notes that I'm thinking about that can't go in my notes app because they're a little bit more important. I have my New Year's goal planning sheets, so I can keep those at the forefront of my mind, kind of stay ready so I gotta get ready, right? Then I have my Notability app so that I can access my planner from anywhere that I would want to. So typically most of the time I'm using this app on my iPad, but when I need like a handheld version of what I have on my iPad to be with me all the time, I just use my iPhone. So now we're gonna go into my utilities apps. I have Xfinity internet, and I just use these to kind of keep track of my internet, my connectivity, and I also pay my bill through these apps. PGE, I gotta pay my electric bill. USAA, gotta pay my car insurance. Safe Pilot, gotta use that to get discount on my car insurance. And the thing about this app is that the better I drive, the more of a discount I get on my premium. And then I have Vigero. I don't know why I have this in my utilities folder, but Vigero is just manages my appointments, primarily my eyebrow appointments. I'm not sure why I have this in my utilities app, but anyways. All right, so next is my fitness folder. This is an app I use to kind of track my protein. I used to track my calories a long time ago, like years ago. I don't even follow this 213 grams of protein. I know internally how much carb, fats, and proteins I'm supposed to get every day. I just use this as a gauge for protein, fats, and carbs, primarily protein. Next, I have the Nike Training Club app. So basically, if I'm looking for a workout to do, I'm not sure as to what I want to do for the day, then this is a great app to refer to. It's got plenty workouts, expert tips, so many trainers for so many different things. I don't use it as much because I'm following like a workout plan right now, but like when I'm doing like my own thing and making up my own workout plans, this is really helpful as a starting point as to what you can build your workout off of, or basically just what you can do as a workout. Then I've got the Smart WOD timer. Basically, when I'm doing circuits, I use this timer a lot. It helps give me the right amount of rest, the right amount of time where I'm active. So it just helps keep me on track. And then I have this sport app. They sign me out, but basically it's an app where I can tell what Nike gyms are open, where on campus, different fitness classes are happening, just kind of stay in the know on campus in terms of sport. And I have this watch app. It's basically a settings app for my watch. Fitness app, I have that widget on my home screen. Y'all already saw this app. Powerhouse Gym is a gym that I use back home. I don't really use this app anymore since I canceled my membership. Here's the health app. My health app is so super duper helpful in just keeping track and monitoring a lot of my health factors. Nike Run Club is actually an app I have not used just yet. So I downloaded this app just to kind of give me like a little push to get started, but it hasn't happened yet. No, I haven't even logged in yet, so there you go. So next is my travel folder. I'm starting off with my airline apps. I've got my United, Spirit, Delta. Even though Spirit can be a little scary sometimes, they get you from point A to point B on a budget. So sometimes I like to fly Spirit. Sue me, sue me. My favorite is Delta, so I have that one there. And then when I travel to different places and I see different restaurants, I like to look at pictures of the food. That's really why I have this app called Yelp. If I go to a restaurant I've never had before, trust and believe I'm headed to the Yelp app to look up some pictures of the food and to basically read all of the reviews. Lyft is an app I really don't use. Gas Buddy, this is an awesome app to just finding cheap gas. You just press this button that says find gas and it will find the cheapest gas prices that are close by wherever you are. And then I have my Google Maps. Sometimes I don't always like to use Apple Maps. Google Maps can be a little bit more accurate, so that's just there for that reason. Hopper is an app I just use to track flights when I'm planning a trip or when I'm trying to go somewhere and trying to see what dates would give me the best bang for my buck. I use Hopper. All Trails, this is such an important app to have out here in Oregon. It's just real nature-esque out here, okay? It's an app that I keep on my phone because when it's nice outside, I do not stray away from going on a walk. So this is basically the app that I use to find those trails. And then next we have Parking Kitty. Parking Kitty is just an app that we use for parking downtown in Portland. So if I'm going downtown and I need to park, I can access this app right away and just pay for my parking. Uber, y'all already know. Then I have my American Airlines app. And then I have my Apple Maps app. And then let's get into this food. First and foremost, we have our DoorDash app. The prices are outrageous out here for DoorDash, so I have not used that since I moved in. Chipotle, I use that all the time, a little bit too much sometimes. That's my old faithful, that's my old dependable, old reliable. Yes, that is my app. Olga's, I don't really use that. Chick-fil-A, we got Domino's. Don't really eat that anymore. Panera, they're like my just in case apps. They're a lot of the food that I used to eat in college. Domino's and Panera, Chick-fil-A. My Dasher app is when I used to DoorDash. And I got Starbucks just in case I ever go to Starbucks. Uber Eat, I got a deal on there one time. That's the reason why I have that app. Shake Shack, Cold Stone, Popeyes. I'm ashamed to have these apps on here, but I would do it again every time. I'd do it again. If I wasn't watching my figure, I would get some Cold Stone right now. Get some Cold Stone. Anyways, let's move into entertainment. First and foremost, I have my Amazon Alexa account. I like to think that I have a smart home, as smart as I can make it. Okay, Alexa's like my personal assistant. I have an Echo out in my living room that I talk to if I need anything for my shopping list, if I need to ask for the weather. And then I also have an Echo Show in here that I also use to like turn on my lights in here. It can also put things on my grocery list. So as y'all can see here, I have my shopping list. I can control plugs. I can drop in on my devices, link music services, add phone numbers. This Echo Show that I have in my room has a camera on it, so if I wanted to just check in on my house while I was gone, I could do that through this app. I can drop in and basically use my device as an intercom and announce things on them, start a conversation. I can play music, and these are my different devices. I have bedroom and living room, the lights and different plugs in each room. I can turn my TV on through this app. I can just ask my Alexa out there to turn on my TV. So I can do that all from this app. And if I want to talk to her but I feel like she can't hear me outside of this room, I can just press this tap to enable Alexa right here, and then she will do whatever I ask her, even if I'm in another room. And then I have my SmartCast. This is basically just a remote control for my TV. So these are just the apps that I can jump right to, browse, and then I can also control it with my voice and tap to speak. Smart Life, this is just an app to control my mini sockets, my TV lights, and it connects to Alexa. So Alexa is able to control these lights and these sockets through her app. So that's why I needed this app in the first place. Then I have my Xfinity Stream. If a show is coming on and I know I'm gonna miss it, I just use this app to record it so that I can watch it when I get back home on my TV. Then I've got this Bose Connect app that's just for my Bose headphones. I can just manage my headphones in that app. Then I've got my healthcare. It's always important to have these apps on hand because sometimes I might need my ID number. I have my healthcare apps right on my phone so that I can access my ID numbers, my policy numbers at any point in time. And then here is just my complete app library. And if y'all wondering where I got this background from, I got my background from Pinterest. But yeah, y'all, that is my phone. That pretty much wraps up all of what my phone entails. If y'all walked away from this video with one more app than you had before that will help you live a better life, I did my job. Job is completed. If you've made it this far in the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe down below. Yeah, thank y'all so much for tuning in, and I will see y'all